submission grappling god. Shinya Aoki, when I think of him, just one word comes to mind. Pain.
A grimace from Kawajiri. Umpa! Umpa!
Have a look at the way that he broke the arm of Hirota at Dynamite New Year's Eve, putting his hand behind his back and there went the arm, then flipped him the double bird. Or what about Aoki's fight against his arch rival Kawajiri? Heel hook on the canvas. Good night, Irene.
Aoki, relax and look at the lever. Just good night, Irene.
Or what about my favourite Aoki submission of all, against Olympic wrestler Nagata from the mount, a reverse go-go plata, the likes of which we'd never seen before. Shinya Aoki, a beast, an animal, a deity in the submission grappling world. This is In This Corner, featuring the submission grappler, Shinya Aoki. Hi, I'm Michael Chiavello. You know, the world of mixed martial arts has produced a number of submission specialists over the years, the likes of Fedor Emelianenko, Kazushi Sakuraba, and the entire Gracie family. But no submission specialist in mixed martial arts history has perhaps been more inventive, more cunning, more violent, or more crazy than Shinya Aoki. Over the next 90 minutes, we are going to take you on an absolute thrill ride. It's the highs and the lows, the good, the bad, the agony, the ecstasy, the glory and the pain of the storied career of Shinya Aoki. Let's start with where Aoki really broke out into worldwide fame, at Dream 1 in Japan, and his first ever match against Jay-Z Calvin, igniting what would become an epic rivalry and the start of the Dream Lightweight Grand Prix.
Here's the tail of the tape. And if we had the odds up there, it would be almost dead even as well.
69.6 キロ Aoki Shinya! 180センチ、70キロ、Jay-Z Calvin!
Something has to give here, and basically what is the main event, even though this is part of the lightweight tournament, it has that feel that this is going to be the real deal. Aoki, 9 in a row now. Jay-Z, 8 in a row.
This almost should have been the finals of the tournament. But here they go. Dreams put it on for us as the first round of the tournament.
This would basically be like having a basketball tournament and putting your top 2 seeds to start things off playing against each other. And here we go with round 1. Respect early, you can see the height advantage for Aoki in his southpaw stance.
Jay-Z obviously has a better striking game, but Aoki doesn't, has the reach on it, but he won't use it. He tends to be close. He wants to be an inside kind of puncher. He wants to take it down and get to the ground as quickly as possible.
Aoki with only 1 win by way of knockout.
There's more of a slip than a knockdown. He tried to kick too high.
Aoki will stay there. Now the referee stands him back up. It's who can pull the trigger first. At least that's the feeling right now.
Jay-Z pushing off as opposed to punching his way out of that position. Give a gift to Aoki.
Ducks in again, blocks another kick. Again, a kick and it's caught.
That time was a definite knockdown. He punched him in the face and put him to the canvas. Whether it hurt or not, I don't know. It was Aoki jumping at the same time he got hit.
Either way, Jay-Z gets him down.
Yeah, that's definitely a takedown a scorecard for the judges, because I see this fight being very, very close. I see it going all 15 minutes. So as a result, it's going to be a close fight. Every little piece is going to count. Every little match is going to count.
Jay-Z tries to fly in. The Brazilian Superman misses with that one.
If you're wondering what the ref is carrying on his back, in that big backpack, he actually has a camera vision. Every now and some of the replays actually come from his viewpoint. The ref cam. First time tonight we've actually seen it that prevalent.
Jay-Z kind of opening up, almost showing a left-handed style now. Now he goes back to orthodox, and on the mat once again is Aoki.
Jumping down to the mat, but it's almost defensive. It's almost like he's jumping to his guard now to get himself out of trouble as opposed to getting into something.
Only one time has he actually been taken down, and that was when Calvin Canty was able to catch him, hold on, trip him up. Well, it's pretty clear where Aoki wants to go with this fight. And it's evident that Jay-Z is very much the more comfortable in the stand-up fighting right now. Aoki has not been able to score with those kicks, although that knee gets into the midsection. Doesn't slow Calvin Canty down.
It's a good job, because it's very hard to grab a guy that doesn't want to be grabbed. And Calvin Canty doesn't want to be grabbed. Jay-Z wants to stay inside, throw these punches, and get out.
Big swing and a miss with that kick from Jay-Z.
Wow, if that had connected, oh my gosh.
If that had connected, this fight would have been goodbye, it's over. Instead, Aoki's grabbing onto the leg, trying to get a takedown here. Timeout for Aoki's down in the corner, and going to the neutral corner is Jay-Z.
He's got the back of his head, but
is he hurt?
He's got the back of his head, which is illegal. You can't elbow the head, but Jay-Z elbowed the rib, and then elbowed the shoulder, and he's saying he caught him in the back of the head. I think he might have caught him in the neck with one of those elbows. I don't see what the problem is here.
Well, he appears to be in considerable pain as we take another look at the elbow that looks like it is in the shoulder area. It comes down right there.
That hits him in the shoulder. I mean, it's clearly, it follows through to the side of the head. I understand that.
Yeah, that was more like a forearm. That first one glancing off the right shoulder. Either way, timeout has been asked for and received in the Aoki corner as you look at him.
Well, he gets, in my opinion, mind you, I'm not a judge or a ref. I'm saying he got hit in the shoulder, and the second one was a forearm, which is completely legal. You can forearm a guy in the head. The elbow that would only want to be in question is that first one, which followed through, but the initial contact was the shoulder. The follow through doesn't count. So he initially hit him in the shoulder and it slid through. So at this point, it should give Aoki time to recover. If he can't recover and fight, then he should lose by injury. If the refs and judges see it my way.
Well, Aoki, and there you see, Jay-Z's made himself at home. He's in a neutral corner on a stool with a towel around it. A little bit of laughter here, I think, in support of Jay-Z as you see the camera's now pointed in his direction. I thought he was on a stool. Actually, he's kneeling right now, and Aoki still complaining about the pain.
Now, like I said, I don't see anything wrong with it, so I'm wondering, what the deal is. I see it as a completely legal blow, and it should be able to, he should be able to recover and go ahead and compete.
And one that, well, hold on, the referee's saying something now.
先ほどですね、カルバン選手の肘による攻撃がグアセラ事故により青木選手の首を捉えました。その症状がですね、しびれを切らしているものですので、その症状について中山ドクターから説明させていただきます。
首筋のところに肘が入ったことで、首から出てくる手の方に行っている神経が多分牽引をされて、今実は肩から上腕のあたりまでの筋肉の麻痺が起こっています。回復の状態を見ましたが、少なくともこれから試合続行とはもう到底 認められませんので、我々としてはドクターストップをしました。
よってですね、この試合は、ルールによりノーコンテストをさせていただきます。ご了承ください。そしてトーナメントの勝ち上がりについては主催者の扱いとさせていただきますので、ご了承ください。
First of all, the referee stepped in and he said that we have had, he described it as an accidental injury to Aoki. And he said that the head doctor was going to step in and explain it. The head doctor said that the point of the elbow came in contact with the nerve connecting at the point where the neck connects to the shoulder, and that his arm below that point was unable to move after that point, and that due to that they're going to have to stop the fight and that they rule it a no contest.
Controversy abounded in Japan and right around the world following that match. Was Aoki genuinely injured, or did he pull a little bit of a heartstring? Well, you know, Aoki and Jay-Z did rematch at Dream 2. It was an epic showdown, and we'll check it out when we return here on In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki.
Inside MMA is being brought to you in part by FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros.
Stack them. Pile them. Arrange them however you want. The way I see it, those are my chips. You're just holding them from me. We play at FullTiltPoker.net. Come play for free.
Coming up, Mike Straka gets the breakdown on mixed martial arts. Hear it straight from the experts. And all new Fighting Words with Mike Straka is next.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenny Rice. Be sure to join us for Inside MMA this week. We take a look back at all the action from Bellator 41. Also joining us, UFC welterweight Carlos Condit. Boss Rutan will be back in studio. You won't want to miss it. That's Inside MMA next Friday at 9 Eastern here on HDNet, your home for MMA.
Welcome back to In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki. April 29, 2008. Saitama Super Arena in Japan. The floodgates would open once again on the rivalry between Jay-Z Calvin and Shinya Aoki. But this time there'd be no controversy. This time a winner would prevail, and he'd do so in epic fashion. And in doing so, he'd shut the gate on all the talk between Jay-Z and Aoki.
And as we look now at the tail of the tape, and you can see the height advantage belongs to Aoki. That will be evident when they square off, these two 24-year-olds. He continues to annoy Jay-Z with those little punches, an elbow to the side, followed by a punch to the face.
You know, all this is doing is making both guys tired, but in the judge's mind, Aoki's winning this. He's had 3 or 4 different submission attempts from this position. He's peppering the shots. Jay-Z is completely defensive. He can't get any offense on at all. I mean, even if you just hold the opposite hand and elbow him in the ribs, he's got to do something, Jay-Z does. Just standing here taking these shots, he's not going to be able to win this round.
And once again, now as they sit down, Jay-Z continues to keep that chin close to his neck. I guess the only thing here, Frank, is at least he does not have the burden of carrying Aoki on his back literally like he has for about 4 minutes.
This is true, but also he just shut off his ability to be able to elbow in the ribs. He's not going to be able to, at least because, especially because he's got this body triangle on him, at least elbow the thigh. Make him let go of you by elbowing him in the thigh. Get control of one of the hands, cross over your head, and start elbowing the thigh. With a calf right in front across your stomach. I mean, there's so many different options Jay-Z can be doing here. He's just kind of caught up. Every single one of those little peppering shots are scoring points in the judge's decision.
Well, way back at the start of this fight, Jay-Z had his best moments. 3 or 4 solid punches in a torrent of blows to the side of the head and around the face area of Aoki, which did not faze him. He was able to stand up and out of it.
This is probably not a good stoppage for Jay-Z right now. They're going to bring it back to the center of the ring and in the same position. So this is not a good spot for Jay-Z now. He was actually better in the corner where Aoki can only go 1 of 2 directions. Now he has all 8 directions. He can move anywhere he wants to.
So Aoki has gone from having problems early in this fight.
Smart work by Aoki trying to change sides. Yeah.
He did that in the first fight.
He did, yeah. He changed sides. What he did is he puts the exact same technique on, but changes the way he has it on. He goes to the exact opposite side. He got away with it in the first fight. This time Jay-Z kind of caught him and said, no, you got to go back on the same side. Aoki sneaking up his guard, trying to get a little bit higher, looking for a different submission position.
And Jay-Z turns around. Jay-Z is out of it and in the best position he's been in since the first couple of minutes of this round.
He's got about 1:20 left to go ahead and try to steal this round, steal this fight from the judges, or finish the fight. You know, obviously finishing is the best position, but making the assumption that, you know, it's not going to get finished in the next 15, minute 15, minute 10. Go ahead, he's got to try to steal this round. He's got to pick up his action a little bit. If I was Jay-Z, I'd force Aoki back to his feet again.
Clearly the strength of Jay-Z in this fight. With 55 seconds to go.
That's 3 flush leg kicks, or foot kicks, or landing right on Jay-Z's head.
The crowd appreciates it. There's number 4. So Jay-Z continues to lose points here. Aoki is building up point after point on it.
Somebody in the American top team in Jay-Z's corner's got to tell him, let him get back up to his feet. Use your hand speed to go ahead and beat him. Aoki's doing a great job. His corner's telling us to keep doing what you're doing, stay put.
Had Aoki not already impressed the judges enough with trying at least a half a dozen different submissions and dictating the tempo, Jay-Z is having problems standing up here because Aoki will not, as round 1 is nearing an end. A strong round here for Aoki in this rematch to see who will advance in the lightweight tournament.
Well, great job by Aoki. I have to give that first round to Aoki completely. I mean, he won on every factor except for the takedown, which Jay-Z really, you know, Aoki was trying to get him to the ground anyway. He kind of conceded it, but regardless of whether he wanted to go there or not, he ended up on the ground. He gives up the takedown. He's in this. He has this Achilles lock. You see Aoki's right arm is underneath as he's leaning back. He's in a good position. Jay-Z does a good job of getting his other foot free. He realizes he can't uncross the legs to get his foot out, so he's better off just going ahead and heel kicking him in the ground. Now, before I know in the rules before, he said no kicking of a down opponent. Both guys were on the ground, so it's completely legal. And here you see the 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 different punches that come straight through that Aoki can't stop.
And it looked like at that point that Aoki was in trouble.
It did.
2 minutes into this fight, he was in trouble. Would this be another short one? No. He takes the back and takes control of this fight, and even then later on when he was able to spin out of it, Jay-Z, he's getting kicked. The winner will advance in this Dream Lightweight tournament to face Nagata as we get ready for 5 more minutes to go here at Schedule 4 in round 2. And will Jay-Z take advantage here in the standing as he goes for a kick inside?
Well, if Jay-Z's smart, he's not going to try and stay too close to Aoki, because if he get, because every time he gets too close on him, it's basically he's right on top of him. Aoki immediately just jumps guard and stuffs everything that Jay-Z can do. Jay-Z's best game at this point is long punching, staying a little bit further away. Nice high guard by Aoki. No danger, though, by Jay-Z. He's not in any kind of danger at this point. Yeah.
I figure the only thing he's thinking now, with 4 minutes to go in this fight, is doing enough to impress the judges should this go the distance.
Oh, wow, great reverse armbar. It's kind of caught him as part of it, part of armbar.
Jay-Z pulls out.
Most guys expect you to go to umaplata in that position, which is going to bend your arm and actually hurt your shoulder. And Aoki just kept it straight, pushed the wrist away, used his arm almost as a blocker, almost as like you'd use his hip in an armbar. That's a great submission position if you can catch it.
Jay-Z escaped 5-6 submission attempts in the first round. But again, it was Aoki carrying that first round.
Or being carried.
And there he jumps again, yeah, being carried, as he literally rode the back for 4 minutes of that first round of Jay-Z. And once again, he's right there where he wants to be, Aoki.
And what's happening is that in the first fight, Jay-Z would punch him, and as he was getting hit, Aoki would jump guard, which made it look bad. It looked like he was running away from the punching. Now, in this fight, he's not even letting Jay-Z get any punches off. He's just immediately jumping guard and landing in a good position. So Jay-Z, the whole time, looks like he's being defensive.
And once again, Jay-Z trying to get his arm out of there. He escaped one in this round. Seems like forever since Jay-Z's landed an effective punch.
Since basically the first 2 minutes of the first round. I mean, it's been 8 minutes now, 9 minutes now. It's a long time in a fight, especially a 15-minute fight. It's over half the fight since you've hit anybody with anything effective. A couple peppering body blows, but they're all off balance. His hips are away from him. He's almost diving in. The ref does a good job of setting him back up again.
2 minutes to go in this fight. You got the feeling of Jay-Z, and once again jumping there is Aoki. Jay-Z staying up. He has to feel right now, I've got about 1:45 to do something to make some kind of impact here, because this is Aoki's fight, it would appear.
Correct. You know, and at this point, you know, now you're hoping that a little desperation setting in. You got to go ahead and steal his fight. You're going to try to take it away.
This is the rematch of the controversial no contest. Aoki could not continue on in the first round. That was in Dream 1. Here we are, Dream 2. This is part of the lightweight tournament to see who advances. And Jay-Z comes in with his best punch in a long time. But it was only one.
Yeah, finally hit somebody. Threw 3 punches, only 1 connects. He gets stifled again. In this high guard position, it makes it look like the Jay-Z's being defensive. See, his legs are up, his butt's up in the air, his head's down. It makes the judges think you're being defensive, as opposed to Aoki being defensive, because that's really what this position is. There's not much Aoki can do in here. Wow, Jay-Z's strength to pick him up.
And Aoki, he's tried twice in this round, has not been able to submit Jay-Z. Final minute of round 2. Is he going to end the fight now?
He's got a full catch. As you saw the ref put his 2 fingers up, that means a full catch, which is a scoring point for the judges. It means the submission is in and almost ready for a tap. Not necessarily Jay-Z will tap, it's just that he's caught.
And Aoki is holding on and straining, and Jay-Z, how is he going to get through this?
Good job.
Just that way, somersaults his way out of it.
Great job by Jay-Z. He's really caught that as a really tough position. Most guys wouldn't know how to get out of that at all, because it switched spots and angles 4 or 5 different times. Jay-Z finally found a way out of it.
Nice roll for Jay-Z. He's trying to get something going here in the final 15 seconds. And Aoki has continued to dictate everything here in round 2. This fight comes to an end. It goes to the judges to see who advances in the lightweight tournament. And Aoki clearly thinks he does. You kind of look at Jay-Z a little pensive there, certainly not in a celebratory mood right now.
Yeah, I honestly have to give it to you. I thought this fight was going to be a little bit more of a bang, a little bit more of Aoki having to run and duck and dive out of the way and catch a couple things. Aoki dominated the entire fight. He gets hit. There's that one punch that Jay-Z finally hits. Oh, the second one did land. I thought the second one missed. But here you see him. His arm is completely caught out. He's in a partial armbar, kind of a omoplata position. Aoki's pushing it up, and just as he pushes it up, Jay-Z rolls out of it and gets himself in a spot to get out of there. You know, really, I'm really impressed with Aoki.
Judge's decision now.
Judge Aoki. Judge Miyake. Aoki. Judge Aoki.
You know, I think Jay-Z was gonna win that first fight. I think Jay-Z won the first fight. You know, yes, it was accidental, and it did slide up to him in the neck, and Aoki couldn't continue. But that's not, Jay-Z's fault. That's Aoki's fault. I'm not saying it's his fault, but it's on his spot. The fight should have been done. Jay-Z should have won. We have a rematch, and Aoki wins a decision. So not even flip-flop.
How about that? The genius of Shinya Aoki and his beautiful guard game defeating Jay-Z Kelvin. Next up, Aoki would take on silver Olympic medalist Katsuhiko Nagata and produce arguably the greatest submission in mixed martial arts history. We'll check it out next when we return to In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki.
It's pretty crazy, and we met some real characters. Take a look.
Are you guys having fun or what? Get chills, you get goosebumps, crazy. We're gonna get along so well. Oh my gosh. Let's get this party started.
Experiments fail. Technologies fail. Failure is part of life. Fram filters are tested beyond any conditions you'll ever encounter to help make sure failure is not part of your engine's life. Fram, don't fail your...
Take a look at what you pay for TV with Dish Network and DirecTV. DirecTV offers a low introductory price, but not for long. After 90 days, your bill goes up by as much as $45 a month. And after the first year, your price may nearly triple. The fact is, Dish Network offers 6 packages for less than DirecTV's basic package. And only Dish Network locks in your price until 2013. With Dish Network, you simply pay less for your favorite channels. The choice is clear. Dish Network. Let's watch TV.
Harry Potter, I have seen your heart, and it is mine. They are coming. You can't fight this war on your own. He's too strong. They don't stand a chance.
Now available on Dish Cinema.
Welcome back to In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki. The canvas. A place where artists paint their masterpieces. And a place where Shinya Aoki does his finest work. On June 15, 2008 at the Yokohama Arena in Japan, Aoki painted his greatest submission masterpiece. Against Olympic wrestler Katsuhiko Nagata, he performed a reverse gogoplata from the mount position. It had never been seen before. It may never be seen again. With this one defining move, Aoki forever etched his name into the annals of submission grappling immortality.
Ready? Fight!
And here they go with round one. Aoki obviously in the colorful long pants. Easy to pick out. 10 minutes for this first round it's scheduled. Aoki feints a kick and yet another one.
And another one.
And another one now moves in and a right there by Nagata.
Yeah, but you know, if he's a good Greco-Roman wrestler, silver medalist, it's going to be hard to take him down, right?
You would think.
I would think.
But there he is.
Again, it was Greco, and that's upper body, and
Yeah.
this was a double leg. So maybe that's the difference here.
And Aoki going to work early on, as he was expected to do.
Yeah, he's going to take his time here. He's going to escape here, a half guard, going to side mount, or maybe even mount, and just goes for a ground and pound. He cannot let him get the guard, and certainly cannot let him get up.
And Nagata quickly back up on his feet.
Yeah.
Aoki trying to pull him away. He tries again, and he does it again. 2 takedowns for Aoki, and he makes it look easy.
He should go to the Olympics then, right?
He should, obviously.
In Greco.
His upper body strength, when you look at his build, that longer, leaner physique than that of Nagata, is a little misleading. I mean, he manhandled him twice to the ground.
Yeah, apparently he's very strong.
Good look at Matt Hume, one of the judges looking on here. Almost 2 minutes gone in this fight to start Dream 4.
Mount position. This is simply not good.
Shinya Aoki having his way, as you would expect an 8-1 favorite to do so in this early going.
Crossface will be the best to break that grip. Crossface, pull yourself upwards, push yourself upwards, and then simply go for a ground and pound. No, it looks to me like he's going to do that. He looks for a submission. He's going to look for a submission. So, you know, this is the moment that I would say, even if you're a submission specialist, go for ground and pound. Don't take any risks. Because if you're going to go for a complicated submission, the chances, there's always a chance that you're going to lose the control. You know, and if your opponent escapes, suddenly he is in the mount or in the side mount. You give up a dominant position, this they simply should even forbid those punches, because there are no punches.
Aoki, as you heard the crowd respond to that one punch, he is not known for his knockout ability. Only one in his 15 wins. He is known for being able to submit people. He has done that in 8 of his 15 victories. And he'll also hang in there. He has won 4 by decision. It's kind of interesting, boss, almost a contrast at times. He looks flamboyant. We saw how strong he was on his takedowns, but then he's quite comfortable to just grind it out on the ground.
Yeah, it's not exciting. He should, I can say it over and over again, simply ground and pound this. Push him back, cross face, push his face on the ground, start loading with the other hand. Boom, boom, boom. That will open things up, you know, maybe even Nagata is going to push him away. That sets up an armbar, you know. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. You can do other things to set him off. You see, this is then those punches, those count.
2 of the better punches you'll see from Aoki.
Guillotine. Let's see if he can pull that one off. Yeah.
Trying to sink it in early.
Nope, he slipped out.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
Aoki will just go back in the mount and he'll do a couple of punches and see what else he can work out.
Yeah, obviously Nagata has no experience here. I mean, he doesn't even try to escape.
Instead, he's eaten about 6 good punches from Aoki.
Then again, Aoki probably has real good balance, and you know it's going to be very hard to get him off. We cannot forget that. But you know, I don't really see him bucking up, moving to the side, make himself small, like land on one hip and then go to a half guard, from a half guard work to a full guard. You know, we don't see anything like that.
Halfway into round 1, it has belonged to Aoki, as most people expected that it would. Almost a foregone conclusion that he would defeat Nagata and advance on to the semifinals of the lightweight tournament.
This is an omoplata from the top.
And that's it.
An omoplata from the top.
How about that?
That's the first time I see that. Wow.
Aoki waited around, saw his opening, and then boss, something you haven't even seen.
I've never seen it. First time you saw Nick Diaz doing it to Gomi. That's the first time I saw a gogoplata, sorry. I mean a gogoplata with this. And now we see him doing it from the mount, the gogoplata, which is very understandable. Actually even better, because the face cannot go backwards. And yeah, like a triangle choke, you have to grab the top of that and pull it forward. Wow, gogoplata from the mount.
That's dad, I'm assuming. I'm happy Shinya Aoki. Just a little over halfway into the first round, he has defeated Nagata. As expected, he has moved on to the semifinals of the lightweight tournament. And it was all Aoki from the opening bell.
After that brilliant victory over Nagata, Shinya Aoki would go on to defeat MMA veteran Carluno by decision, therefore setting up an unexpected rematch for the Dream Lightweight Championship against Joachim Hansen.
Oh, Bumblebee gone crazy.
Bumblebee, there you go. Transformers. Now, can he get it to the ground? Can Hansen keep it on the feet?
And we shall see. The championship is on. The dream is about to become real for either Aoki or Hansen. Hansen swings and misses, and Aoki grabs him and wants to get it to the ground naturally, and he does. Hansen misses with the up kick, and Aoki moves in tight.
Oh, wow, and here, well, Jonathan comes again here with a note. Hanshin Tigers, Osaka, it's a baseball team right here, and those are the colors from the pants that he's wearing right now.
Well, Aoki is a very sharp individual, so he knows
how to play the crowd.
He knows exactly how to play the crowd, and obviously he knows how to get things done on the ground. Interesting with Eddie Alvarez, again, boy, what a classy young man, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting what he said. I'm not worried about my eye because Aoki can't punch anyway.
Yeah.
This is going to be on the ground. I wasn't worried about getting hit. And again, Aoki, everybody knows what he's going to do, but he does it so well you still can't stop him.
He takes his time, as you can see here now, you know, it's very methodical. He's gonna wait.
Hansen earlier in the lightweight reserve match defeated Coulter Gill. First round submission to get here.
Well, he's got to watch out for the armbar there. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know that he's constantly working on setting something up. You know. Hansen should switch his legs, left leg over, the other leg close to his to the right, and then buck him over to the left. Try. See if you can create an opening and maybe the backdoor escape. I mean, you got to start moving with this guy. You can't lay still because, you know, then you give him time to think. Oh.
Upcut, inadvertent legal blow, Aoki says, and he will get some time. Take another look, and there it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
So Aoki has up to 5 minutes if needed. The crowd urging him on.
Tough guy.
He is tough. Yeah, that is tough to take that kind of kick from a guy that can deliver a kick. Joachim Hansen, and he's ready to go again. Hansen worn, they touch gloves, are ready to resume this lightweight championship here of Dream.
Oh, no, he shouldn't throw those big power shots because he sets himself up for a takedown.
And again, trying to pull and doing so as he has been effective here is Aoki.
Yeah, this is what Aoki wants.
This is exactly the game plan that Aoki has followed to perfection.
Go. Rubber guard. Eddie Bravo will be cheering right now.
Won't he? I mean, and Aoki does the rubber guard about as good as anyone, doesn't he?
Yep. Yeah, and he's going to try to put that foot underneath, see if he can go for a go-go Pilata. Well, if he's going to pull that one off, then I mean, Hansen should be warned with that, right?
Yeah.
He should know. Well, he's pulling it already high up. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, he's working it.
Now he's got the right arm there, too, of Hansen, kind of pinned in against his side.
Hansen now able to get free.
He knew that it was going to come, and he maneuvered real easy out. This is a good kicking technique. He also did this. Whoa, nice.
And now Hansen moves in. And Hansen delivers a couple of solid punches.
She's cross-facing right away now. Two hands cross-facing. Put him back. Break that grip.
The impressive thing about Aoki is he is always looking for something.
Always.
To whatever is out there, he's looking. You stick the leg out too far, you stick the arm out too far, he's all over you.
And he tries to go one step ahead or two steps ahead, you know. It's like playing a chess match. Look, he's setting up a triangle choke here.
Hansen grazes him with that punch, now tries to stand up out of it.
That's why he right away gets up. Very smart thing to do.
Hansen tries to come in with the Superman, and he delivers a good punch. He has Aoki in trouble. Hansen,
he's got him!
He's done it! He's done it! Joachim Hansen is the lightweight
Look at Eddie Alvarez, he's standing on his seat!
Joachim Hansen knocks out Aoki. Hansen entered the day not even expected to be here, and he has the belt.
Eddie Alvarez is standing on his chair. He is so happy. I told you 75% or higher, those guys are gonna pull it off. It's like it's in the sky or something. Here, look, Eddie Alvarez is in there.
There's Eddie Alvarez with the hug, and this is the way it ends.
Boom.
The punching power of Hansen.
Oof.
Aoki has not fought many guys who can hit as hard as Hansen.
Oh! Oh man, this is great. You see, that's why I didn't, you know, it's very bad for, you know, Alvarez, but that's why I thought it wasn't that bad. I mean, man, to have a guy step in like Hansen, oh, so great.
A devastating loss for Shinya Aoki, his championship dreams dashed. But Aoki wouldn't stay down for long. He'd come back in 2 months' time to take on American Todd Moore. We'll check it out when we return to In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki.
Inside MMA is being brought to you in part by FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros.
Introducing the Onyx Cup. Emblematic of poker's best. Awarded annually after an exclusive series of 6 global tournaments. Only one of the world's top pros will claim it. Unless you get there first. Qualify for free for your chance to play against the pros for the Onyx Cup. Only at FullTiltPoker.net.
What pisses you off, Anderson? Does that piss you off when people ask you questions?
The hardest words are fighting words.
The answer only matters if the question was a smart question.
You make other fighters look stupid.
Everybody's got their own limitations. Everybody's got their weaknesses.
Do you think there's anything left for you at 185?
Fighting Words with Mike Straka. Next Friday at 8:30 on HDNet.
You just got to keep training hard and being focused and, you know, maintain yourself at the top.
The Little 500 to me is my college experience.
It's really one of the only events that lets you be a rock star.
And we've got our first crash at the back of the pack.
Hearing your name above the crowds in a crowd that big is just, it's incredible.
The Little 500 is pursuing a passion, making great friends, and following through on your dreams.
Making the turn for home.
Everything you had to give up, it's all worthwhile on race day.
Welcome back to In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki. September 23, 2008. The Saitama Super Arena in Japan would once again play the Baka Survivor music as Shinya Aoki returned following that devastating loss for the Dream Lightweight Championship to Joachim Hansen. And Aoki would return with a vengeance against American Todd Moore, tapping out the Yank with a neck crank.
And here is Aoki taking on Todd Moore and the tale of the tape.
Todd Moore is a well-rounded fighter with knockouts and submissions on his resume. He prefers the knockout though when I asked him. Now no secret here what Aoki is going to try to do. He wants it on the ground and he wants to finish it with a submission. So is it going to be a knockout by Moore or a submission by Aoki? We are going to find out right now.
There you look at Moore in his corner. There's about 50 lightweight victories. Jay-Z with 14 and Eve Edwards with 34, so that's 48 victories from some of the top fighters in that division. They're over there in his corner, helping out Todd Moore. And here we go, round one. Yeah. Moore said he was going to bring it early.
Bring what? I'm just kidding. It's a long night.
Well, Aoki, the taller fighter, he has the reach advantage as well. Moore's giving up about 2.5, 3 inches in height and in reach. We'll see if the southpaw can get in a little quicker than Aoki can throw one of those kicks. Aoki wanting to get it to the ground. Has the back. Uh-oh. And Moore will carry him to the corner. We've seen Aoki do this before. Going already for the rear naked choke. Got the headlock on it at the moment. And that's it. That is it. Aoki can make it happen quickly.
You know what he did? He put him down, so he's sitting in a sitting down position, then he neck cranked him, and because he was in a sitting down position, he couldn't skip his hips to the side. So that's why the neck crank worked. That's a genius move, I gotta tell you. He sits him down like he says. Watch. If he would have pulled him on his back, he could have never pulled it off. Can you skip your hips out? But this is like he was almost waiting for this. This is crazy. Well, look. He puts him back, so he's going to sit down. Watch. Up, up, up. Now, Moore makes the mistake here about going to the corner because if he drops on the ground, you see, he can't skip his hips to the right or to the left. So he can neck crank him now.
There's the crank. And Shinya Aoki does it again.
March 8th, 2009, Saitama Super Arena in Japan. Aoki would take on American wrestler David Gardner in a now very famous match. Need I say more than, hello Japan?
73.7 キロ David Gardner! 赤コーナー180センチ 73.8 キロ Aoki Shinya!
Man, if you see this guy on the street, there's no way that you think he's a fighter. With his glasses on.
Even more, you'd never guessed he used to be a cop.
I just want to say the same thing.
Policeman.
I say, how can you put some authority out? Well, what about I choke you, or I flying armbar you, or flying triangle you, or knee bar, whatever.
Aoki is a self-proclaimed fighting sports geek. He says he's collected books on judo and wrestling and all MMA throughout his life, that he's been a student of it. I would say, looking at his pants, he also read some Dick Tracy comics as well, because look at those pants. This is his trademark. Are we being generous by saying Aoki's in the colored trunks?
Oh. Yeah.
He calls them the magic submission pants.
You know, and again, it's the same as we saw before. I think it's good for traction.
Yeah.
To stop arm bars from pulling out and triangle chokes. Knee bars, anything.
There is a method to his madness. I mean, you'll look at this guy and think, oh, no way.
Yep.
And immediately he'll get it to the ground.
I tell you for sure that's the reason he wears the pants.
Gardner trying to get in some nice shots in there. Not able to unload it. Look at Aoki, just flips him over.
Huh. How cool is that?
Aoki takes the back and Gardner's already in some trouble.
Hey, there we go. He's already looking. Kimura coming. Gardner smart, stretching his arm. That will be the escape. Make a fist while you're doing it because otherwise can't put a lot of power on there. Look how he goes from the arm to the neck. Yeah, it's so cool to watch. Man, never thought about it, but that, yeah, he's got a lot of traction with that pants.
That's a great point.
Yep.
That is. A little more than showmanship than in those pants.
Yep.
Right there by coming out with this.
Yep.
Because he's locked in the 4 right there.
He's got almost a full body triangle. He's trying to see if he still can that his foot behind his knee. Does he have it? Yes, he has it now.
I mean, and Aoki is flamboyant and he kind of loves the controversy and all that. He's just the opposite when he gets in the ring. He is a very structured, disciplined fighter.
Yep. And he can take a shot too.
Yeah.
I mean, Calvin Counter, I thought the fight was going to
well,
be stopped.
that first one, which was the only no contest of his career last year at the start of Dream, you know, and Jay-Z had to come back and fight him. And it looked like he'd put Aoki away in the first part of that fight.
Yep.
And then there's still Aoki.
Yep.
So he wears crazy-looking pants, we think for a reason, and he comes into kind of silly music, and he laughs and he cries and he fires the crowd up, and then he goes in and just usually takes apart opponents.
Yep.
And David Gardner's actually doing pretty well to be hanging in there right now, considering Aoki got him down quickly.
Look, he's elbowing the spot that Calvin Counter elbowed by him, and they stopped the fight.
That would have been a stoppage a long time ago, but not tonight, huh? And trying to slide that in on his right arm, slide that under the chin of Gardner. No luck yet, and David postures up.
Oh, nice. The body triangle is a very annoying thing. If you're tired and they put a body triangle
What's
on,
that? Gardner is waving.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it. Why would you do that? It's.
Was he acknowledging his corner, or was he actually showboating?
I think he's doing it.
It looks like he was waving to the crowd for just a moment.
But you shouldn't do that.
Well, especially against Aoki. I don't, you know, it's tough enough giving up back to this guy.
Yeah, you know, any mistake you make, Aoki can take advantage of that.
And Shinya Aoki just going about his business. Look how tight he is locked in on David Gardner.
That might be it already.
Gardner with no place to go.
And here we go again. See, that's a nice technique there. That's a nice technique. Put your hands on your head and boom, go back.
Again, he.
Oh, that's the answer. Oh no.
He's talking to his corner, I think, when he was waving, maybe trying to get their attention. Moss, I think he's talking to his corner.
Yeah. Yeah, he said something he cannot do. He used the F word, though.
Yeah, he said he couldn't. Yeah, that part we got. The rest of it is he couldn't do something. And,
yeah.
And you know what? He's joining a big club because most guys that fought Aoki probably says the thing. You know, I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. Aoki dominated me.
At least Aoki let go of the body triangle now. But it's probably because he set something else up. There we go, see? Armbar. He's going to try to get over his head. Wow, he's so limber. There we go. Getting higher and higher. And you see the pants? How nice and tight. Oh!
Gardner slips out. A moral victory for David Gardner.
Oh, yeah.
He is up and moving once again.
That was sweet. That's submission.
Well, let's see if Gardner can keep this standing up for a moment. See if he's got a punch in him. See if that stealth punch, at least we'll hear it, if not see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe we hear it. Kaboom.
Kaboom. I think what we're going to hear is him hitting the canvas at this rate. And there it is.
Man, he's stronger also
Hey,
than he
he's
appears.
deceptively strong, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's not cut at all.
No.
You know?
This guy, man.
He's got to be your worst nightmare for these guys fighting him.
Hello, Japan.
Oh! No. Said something. Oh, he is in trouble.
Oh, you
Going
see?
for the rear naked choke.
Oh, that is. Oh my God, this
Aoki
is so
locking
dumb.
in.
So dumb.
Gardner.
Why?
Can he hang on?
No, this is over.
Aoki's got him. That's it. Shinya Aoki wins for the 20th time.
Oh my God, he cannot sleep for 3 days. If I was him, yeah, I would have never done it, first of all.
What?
But he can't sleep for 3 days, if not longer. That is like the dumbest thing you can do.
We saw him talking, waving, gesturing toward his corner.
Yeah.
First I thought he was waving to the crowd, and then it looked like he was waving again to somebody and opened himself just wide open for Aoki.
Next time, if you wave, what you want to do, put your hand up, and that same hand, that shoulder, you press as hard as you can against your jaw. Then you can wave.
Now, here it is, boss.
Look
Here's
at this.
Gardner.
Hello, I love Japan. Oh yeah, let's expose my neck. Oh, oh my God.
Thank you, Tokyo. I'm here for another 10 seconds.
And I won't come back anymore. Because that's the worst part. You know, now now they're gonna say, oh, we don't need him anymore.
There is no room for error, and Gardner makes one against the great Shinya Aoki.
After achieving lightweight glories, Aoki would move up to welterweight and challenge for the welterweight Grand Prix title. His first opponent, Hayato Maha Sakurai, a megastar just like Aoki in Japan. We'll check it out when we return to In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki.
We're heading south of the border. A lot of energy and excitement to indulge in all that Mexico has to offer. The people are awesome. I love Mexican food.
I love margaritas.
Mexico does have the best tequila ever. It's so freaking good. A tequila shot and a bikini. And what else is there not to like? I just think Mexico is a great place. It's just a lot of fun.
Catch an all-new Get Out every Thursday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Only on HDNet.
Ooh, a brain teaser. How can Expedia now save me even more on my hotel? Well, hotels know they can't fill every room every day, like this one, and this one, and oops, my bad. So they give Expedia ginormous discounts with these unpublished rates, which means I get an even more rockin' hotel for less. My brain didn't even break a sweat. Where you book matters. Expedia.
I'll take these. Love those jeans. $175.
Cha-ching.
Excuse me?
Ever consider showing your customers what other stores charge for jeans?
No.
When it comes to car insurance, Progressive Direct does. I saved hundreds when switching.
That's a lot.
The jeans are skinny. The savings are fat.
Out there with a better way. Now that's Progressive.
Today.
Welcome back to In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki. April 5, 2009, Nagoya, Japan. Finally, after all the talk, Shinya Aoki would meet Maha Sakurai in a battle of the Japanese superstars. The crowd were baying for violence, and they got it in this very short-lived fight.
Aoki Shinya! Aga corner, 171センチ、75.9 キロ、Sakurai Maha Hayato!
Mad Hume in the corner. And Sakurai has always been doing very well with Mad Hume in the corner.
バッティング、ローブロー気をつけるように。グラウンドポジション、首から上での膝以外での足の攻撃一切禁止。握手。コーナー。
Ready for the rematch and the conclusion here of the first round of the welterweight tournament. Sakurai, can he do it again? Aoki, the move up from lightweight. He couldn't get the belt there. Can he do it in the welterweight tournament? It is underway.
Oh, that's a smart move there by Aoki. Take him to the ground.
Well, in the fights we're talking about earlier, boss, it's a little deceptive. You know, he takes on Jay-Z, takes on Eddie Alvarez, Joaquin Hansen. All better strikers.
Yeah.
But Aoki is able to beat them.
Oh, look at this. Reversal.
Oh, and Sakurai now reverses a knee, another knee. Sakurai dominating. It's over. It's over.
Wow.
Be careful what you wish for. Aoki wanted a rematch, and Sakurai destroys him in the first.
Unreal.
Hayato Sakurai has knocked out Shinya Aoki here in the first round. A punishing victory.
Whoa. Wow.
Very few can escape and get away from Aoki and then deliver that kind of punishment.
Man, and he made it look so easy. Wow, shocking.
And Aoki. Kid Yamamoto showing some emotion there as he looked on.
He goes like, okay.
Sakurai, any doubt at 33 how good he still is? Well, he just took apart one of the best fighters around in Shinya Aoki.
Yep.
Who had confidently moved up from his lightweight class where he was dominant to welterweight. And Sakurai just took him apart in short work. And this went so quickly, we'll take another look at the action here.
And here we go. Whoop.
Okay, so right now Aoki looks very comfortable. This is what he does.
Yes.
And look how quickly it turns.
He got a little room. He escapes. Whoop. And now the knee. Poof. Another one. Another one. It's pretty much over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa.
Sakurai demolishes Aoki in the first round of the welterweight tournament. That he wins is certainly not a stunner. That he dominated so quickly, so powerfully,
is.
We'll be right back with more of In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki.
Introducing the Onyx Cup. Emblematic of poker's best. Awarded annually after an exclusive series of 6 global tournaments. Only one of the world's top pros will claim it. Unless you get there first. Qualify for free for your chance to play against the pros for the Onyx Cup. Only at FullTiltPoker.net.
When you're the world's only living investigator of the undead,
Kill the lights.
solving your partner's murder can get complicated.
You're the living dead, Marcus. The good news, the condition is manageable. Why didn't you tell me while one of your boys killed Marcus?
Not one of my boys.
You need to fix this. So what's the plan?
No plan, just bigger guns.
I think I just leaked something.
Dylan Dog, Dead of Night. Rated PG-13. In theaters April 29th.
Welcome back to In This Corner featuring Shinya Aoki. October 6, 2009, the Yokohama Arena in Japan was once again the stage for the trilogy match between Shinya Aoki and Joaquin Hansen. They were one win apiece in their respective careers. Aoki winning in Pride, Hansen winning the Dream Lightweight Championship match. Here it was now, the rubber match, and who better than the man with the magical rubber guard to come away with the win.
Very relaxed there. Shinya Aoki, a bit of grazing under the right eye. I'll tell you what needs to happen for both these guys. If I was their corners, I'd tell Hansen, I'd be going, listen, you need to start throwing those punches. More and more of them. Keep it on the feet, score it, let him know that you're here to knock him out. Because Aoki cannot handle being roughed up. Aoki, he needs to do the takedowns like he's doing, but he's got to start going for submission.
Have a look at the crowd here at the Yokohama Arena. Who says that mixed martial arts in Japan is a non-happening scene? It is truly happening here yet again. A dream, about 16,000 on hand. As Hansen stalks forward now on Shinya Aoki, looking to set that rear hand. Nice knee to the sternum. One underhook here from Aoki. Look for the takedown again. We haven't seen what he tried or what he did against Shaolin last time out, which was a kickboxing contest. No doubt he respects the hell out of the striking skills of Joachim Hansen.
Joachim Hansen can go for a knee bar. Go for a reverse heel hook here, although he's leaving his leg in there for one.
Joachim Hansen again early on in the round looking for a submission attempt, as Guy said earlier. It's been mostly the sub attempts from Joachim Hansen. Mahum among the officials here. Great to see the wizard as always at our shows. Corner of Aoki saying close the distance. Aoki working inside the guard of Hansen. Hansen wants to put him back inside the guard here if he can. Corner also of Aoki saying don't get hooked. Keep him nice and close. Don't allow the champ to work his hands on you.
Those guys don't know what the term. The hook is a pro wrestling or submission wrestling term referring to getting caught in a submission hold.
And this is why I call Guy Mezger the Wikipedia, the human Wikipedia of mixed martial arts. There is nothing he doesn't know. I'm going to change it. No more Guy Mezger. You are now Google Mezger.
Google Mezger. Yes, you keep coming up with new ways to describe my omnipresence of martial arts.
Could work something off the right arm here. Now gives it up. It's a rubber guard there. Does Joachim Hansen gives that up also? Now controlling the left wrist of Shinya Aoki. Aoki working for something here off the right arm of Joachim Hansen. Kamajiri looking none too impressed here. Referee calling for action. Ooh, nice left arm from Joachim Hansen. Whips around the back of the head and lobbers him to the right cheek. Referee's going to say, stand it up! And he's going to rip into his pocket and yellow card someone here. It goes to the champ and it goes to the challenger. One yellow card each for inactivity.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I mean, maybe Aoki, if he didn't really try anything on the top position. But Hansen is trying to bring this fight.
Hansen on the front foot. Nice outside thigh kick from the champ, Aoki. Oh, the high knee! And Aoki double legs him, puts him down again in the neutral corner. A little bit close to the ropes here. Referee may pull them into center ring a moment. He said the official's making sure that the shoulder doesn't fall through the ropes, and indeed the referee straight on top of it. That was a beautiful knee though earlier on. Caught Aoki, and that's why Aoki sunk down for the double leg.
I'll tell you something, Aoki is showing a lot better chin, a lot better mustard than I would expect from him, because he usually, when he gets roughed up and gets hit hard, that's when he falls apart. But he's keeping good composure. He's taking some hard shots. And
he's mounted him.
He's mounted him. This is not good for him.
That was just lightning fast from Aoki. This is not where Hansen wants to be. One of the world's premier submission artists. Mounting you. You're in a whole lot of bother. What will Aoki work for here? What are you predicting he'll do, Guy? Maybe an armbar attempt?
Yeah,
maybe will he try and go for one of those Aoki platters, the reverse go-go platter from the mount?
He needs to go for something. I mean, he's got it. He's very, very skilled here. He's taking a lot of his time, but there's only 1:30 left. He's going actually maybe for a choke here.
1.5 minutes remaining in the second round.
Top guillotine choke would be slick if he pulled it off. But he's only got, like I said, less than 1.5 minutes, and.
Can Hansen survive here? Still looking very relaxed as the champion as Aoki applies the pressure.
Oh,
Can Hansen? Yes. Aoki applies the pressure here. Hansen maybe, and some other pops the head out nicely.
He's going to leave that arm for the armbar, though.
Armbar! Armbar! Will we see the first ever Japanese Dream Champion? Aoki just posting up on that right arm, and he's talking to his corner. He looks okay, does Hansen.
It's amazing how calm he is. He's in an armbar attempt here, and he's actually having a casual conversation with his corner. I'll tell you something, but that's how you get out of a move like this. You got to stay calm, you got to stay collected, you got to stay composed.
This is going to be a hard one for the judges. If you thought that Joachim Hansen had the first round, it's Aoki now with the dominant submission attempts here in the second round. Don't forget, they are scoring as an overall fight and not round by round here at Dream. Now Hansen's going to go for a sub of his own, gives it up, does he?
No, he's just trying to get out of the armbar. He's turning his body around.
He went for a knee to the head, rolls out of it. Oh! It's all over! It's good night, Irene! We've got the new champion! We've got the new champion! We've got the new champion! Shinya Aoki subs Joachim Hansen. Beautiful roll into an armbar. Good night. Awesome. Awesome.
It was an awesome finish because up to that point I thought the fight was a little lackluster, but he did pull out a very good armbar there. Good job.
Japan's first ever Dream Champion, Shinya Aoki. He did it via armbar. December 31st, 2009. New Year's Eve Dynamite, the big smoke and the bright lights. 45,000 fans on hand, and they saw Shinya Aoki take on Sengoku champion Mizuto Hirota. There was a lot of bad blood between these two, a lot of smack talk before the fight, and what ensued was a great contest with maybe the most gruesome submission finish we've ever seen. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dream Aoki Shinya, Sengoku Hirota Mizuto.
これより第16試合を行います。赤コーナー171センチ、
That's how it stands at the moment. Team Dream, Team Sengoku, 4 wins apiece. This is for the whole series.
赤コーナー180センチ、 69.8 キロ、 Aoki Shinya!
Aoki is the favorite with the bookmakers, minus 350. Hirota at plus 280. You can hear the people shouting out already. Aoki, tremendously, ridiculously, stupendously popular fighter here in Japan, is Shinya Aoki. 3 rounds, 5 minutes each. Sengoku champion versus Dream champion. It doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't get any bigger than Dynamite. Michael Chiavello, Guy Mezger, and Mayhem Miller with your inside. Aoki, the multicolored trunks. Hirota in the sparkling gold and black. Aoki shoots in for a single. Hirota sprawls early.
Yeah, quick to shoot on that. That was great. But Hirota, great job of takedown defense. Really working off that one leg nice.
Trying to turn it into a double here.
Yeah, he's digging in deep up against those ropes. And he gets it. Pretty quick to the ground.
Nicely done from Aoki. Hirota backed into the blue corner.
This is where Hirota does not want to be. Aoki is submission master, and look at this, with the arm behind the back.
Aoki can just tie you up in any number of ways. He's a human ball of twine.
Man, he has him good, cinched up with the arm behind the back.
Have a look at this, another crazy sub attempt from Shinya Aoki. And that side of the face is just exposed for Aoki to tee off on him like a golf course.
Oh man, he's really jacking that wrist up behind his back far, police style, LAPD here in Japan.
It looks like a demented game of Twister in center ring.
It's like a reverse hammerlock from man. That'd be crazy.
I don't even know what you call that one.
You simply refer to it as something Aoki-esque. Like when he did that reverse go-go plata. Downward elbow. Aoki in control.
In control? That's putting it lightly. Good Lord, but the arm behind the back, literally. Oh, and he may be twisting for a lock here.
He's got it right there.
Could Aoki finish it? Could he seal the win for Team Dream?
Oh, it's a high.
Oh, that's going to be painful. That's going to be sore.
That is a bully beatdown.
Hirota in trouble. Aoki applying the pressure. It's over.
He broke the arm. He broke the arm.
Oh, he broke the arm. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh, my.
Aoki in impressive fashion.
Oh, my. He broke his freaking arm.
Hey, that's the business. We're not figure skating.
Yeah, you can tap.
Shinya Aoki. Can I now say, and it's right at the very last minute, we thought Tobi Yamada had the sub of the year. I think this is going to be the sub of the year. That is the craziest freaking submission I have seen in 2009.
Man, I'm going to have to back you up on that.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
In being a dream champion and being a dream fighter, Shinya Aoki, it was all up to him. It all rode on him. And he came through with the goods. Team Dream officially defeats Team Sengoku 5-4.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm still getting over that. He broke his arm. And Aoki sprints back to the change rooms. This crowd absolutely loving it. He has just broken the arm very quickly, very effectively of the Sengoku champion. How about that? I hope you ate your dinner before you watched that one. Hirota's arm broken clean. He would not fight for a long, long time to come. You know, I quote, after that fight against Hirota, Aoki said this guy's pride just won't let him tap, will it? So without hesitation, I broke it. I heard it break, and I thought, there, I just broke it. You know, after the fight with Hirota, finally the papers were signed. It would be Shinya Aoki next up against his arch nemesis, Tatsuya, the Crusher Kawajiri. And we'll check it out when we return to In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kenny Rice. Be sure to join us for Inside MMA this week. We take a look back at all the action from Bellator 41. Also joining us, UFC welterweight Carlos Condit. Boss Rutan will be back in studio. You won't want to miss it. That's Inside MMA next Friday at 9 Eastern here on HDNet, your home for MMA.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Glazer. You're watching HDNet, your home for MMA.
What pisses you off, Anderson? Does that piss you off when people ask you questions?
The hardest words are fighting words.
The answer only matters if the question was a smart question.
You make other fighters look stupid.
Everybody's got their own limitations. Everybody's got their weaknesses.
Do you think there's anything left for you at 185?
Fighting Words with Mike Straka. Next Friday at 8:30 on HDNet.
You just got to keep training hard and being focused and maintain yourself at the top.
Welcome back to In This Corner, featuring Shinya Aoki. July 10, 2010, the Saitama Super Arena in Japan, where the spotlight finally fell on the most talked about showdown in Dream history. Shinya Aoki taking on his arch rival, Tatsuya, the Crusher Kawajiri. And it would end with another trademark, another vicious, another painful Aoki submission.
Challenger, Kawajiri!
say, Hans, it's been quite a while since we've heard such a vocal crowd at Dream events. They are really into it here and split right down the center.
Absolutely, like you said, there's a lot of people on both sides of this. Particularly Aoki arouses really strong feelings, either of love or hate, in Japanese people as well.
All is in readiness for this championship bout. Shinya Aoki, the defending lightweight champion of Dream. The challenger, the crusher, Tatsuya Kawajiri. First round will be 10 minutes long. Second round will be 5 minutes long. It will be Kawajiri trying to keep it standing for as long as he can. Working those heavy hands, working that wicked round kick. If it goes to ground, he wants to be on top. Sit inside the half guard and ground and pound. It'll be Aoki looking to bring him down and lock on a leg lock on a choke, lock on an armbar. Michael Chiavello, Frank Trigg, and Hans Thompson with you. Aoki in southpaw stance. He shoots in early for a single. And Kawajiri scrambles. Aoki looking up the leg. Not what Kawajiri wanted.
He's got his heel caught. He's got to turn. He's got to keep spinning out of it. He's in a bad way right now, Kawajiri is. He's almost in a full calf crush.
One of the best submission artists in the world is doing his thing in the ring again. Oh my! Kawajiri could be in a whole lot of bother.
See, he has the top of his foot caught, so he can't get his foot out of there. He's extending the top of the foot fully out.
Is he going to tap? Is it finished for Kawajiri? He heel kicks the face. He heel kicks the chest. Epic moments in the opening 60 seconds of this main event. And look at Aoki like a leech. He won't let go. How taste my feet. This is what Aoki does so well. Kawajiri cannot play this game, surely. What a sight here. Aoki just twisting and turning.
Aoki's got to get his feet crossed the top of Kawajiri, get him locked in there so he can't get his hips away any further. And Kawajiri's going to start kicking his legs out to get his foot out of that armpit. He's caught him in a deep bag.
Ishida screaming, you can get it out, you can get it out.
A grimace from Kawajiri. Aoki relax and look at the leverage. It's good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene. Aoki did it as Aoki does. Another thrilling submission. Wow. Kawajiri's ankle, his foot in a very bad way here. Aoki did it. And Frank, he did it easy.
Yeah, he made it look simple. I mean, there was almost nothing to it. Shot him for a takedown. Knew he was going to get countered on a takedown. Immediately rolled into a foot lock. That turned into a calf crush that turned back into a foot lock.
A huge welt under the left eye of Aoki. He might have taken one shot from those heel kicks to the face. His fists are raised above his head. Emotions are spilling over here in the audience in Saitama. You cannot believe the atmosphere here, folks. It is amazing. Shinya Aoki has proven once again that he is the #1 in Japanese mixed martial arts. At the expense tonight of Kawajiri, who is still laid out.
He should have been a little more patient and started throwing a lot more uppercuts and haymakers to keep Aoki from getting that shot on it. As you can see the foot start to rotate back and out. That's the ankle getting twisted the opposite way. So I mean, that was definitely getting something popped in him, for sure. And it's unfortunate for Kawajiri because he has the skill, he has the strength. He just didn't have the proper game plan like Gilbert Melendez did when he fought Aoki. Kawajiri didn't put that kind of game plan into effect for his style against Aoki tonight.
Kawajiri will be ruining this day for a long time to come. He'll look back on it, he'll reflect on it, and think he fell completely into the Aoki trap. He was ensnared by Aoki, and there's a loving embrace. Aoki announcing he's going to get married. The dream strap over his shoulder once more. Aoki is a very proud champion. Whew, how about that? Another vicious submission for Shinya Aoki, proving himself the true king in the battle between the Japanese megastars. Up next, Aoki would again return to the Saitama Super Arena for Dynamite 2010 in an interesting mixed rules bout against K1 kickboxer, the cross-dresser Nagashima. First round would be K1 kickboxing rules, second round, mixed martial arts rules. Surprisingly, Aoki would survive the first round but get knocked out in the MMA round in a matter of seconds. After that loss to Nagashima at Dynamite New Year's Eve, a lot of question marks surround the career of Shinya Aoki. But there's one thing that cannot be doubted. Aoki has certainly etched his name into the annals of immortality as one of the finest submission grapplers to ever step foot inside the mixed martial arts arena. I'm Michael Chiavello. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of In This Corner featuring the human octopus, Shinya Aoki.